know nothing with any certainty, but the sight of the stars make me dream.
Hallo, wie geht es dir? Ik ben Zornelien Bibacchiano, representerin Deutschland. Now, about Germany. Germany, also known as Deutschland, is a country of north-central Europe, traversing the continent's main physical divisions from the outer ranges of the Alps northward across the varied landscape of the central German uplands and then across the North German plain. It is one of Europe's largest countries. Germany encompasses a wide variety of landscapes: the tall, sheer mountains of the south, the sandy, rolling plains of the north, the forested hills of the urbanized west, and the plains of the agricultural east. Germany was known for its wide variety of natural surroundings. Their type of clothing were made simple yet fitting, and I'm quite lucky to have these clothes and materials lying in my house. Now, values. Germans place a high priority on structure, privacy, and punctuality. Well, unlike us, most of us Filipinos, the German people embrace the values of thriftiness, hard work, and industriousness. And there's great emphasis on making sure that the train runs on time. When it comes to school and work, it seems to be ingrained in most German people that they should be conscientious and, most of all, hardworking, which is probably why the country can boast impressive economic development and one of the best education systems in the world. Interesting fact about Germans are that they're stoic people who strive for perfectionism and precision in all aspects of their lives. They do not admit faults, even jokingly, and rarely hand out compliments. At first, their attitude may seem unfriendly, but there is a keen sense of community and social conscience and a desire to belong. German people value honesty. They hang lost objects in trees so the one who lost them can find it. Let's say if your wallet drops out of your pocket on your way to the train stop, chances are if you return 30 minutes or even a week later or even a month, your wallet will be hanging up in a tree or sitting on a signpost waiting for you. Most walkways in Germany are decorated in this way, and no one would dare take your precious wallet for their own. So, when you find something, just hang it up in a nearby tree so it can be reunited with its rightful owner. When people start to value values such as punctuality, privacy, industriousness, and hard work. But I'd like to emphasize punctuality in this. Everything could be finished and done earlier, a lot more earlier. People in society can spend much more time in being a lot more productive on other things and even enjoy and recreate in life and not just get stuck on work and just keep on burning themselves out, being busy and all. Now, We know that we can never attain a great society without hard work and perseverance. These two are crucial and come hand in hand for each and everyone to serve their roles in the community. With determination, anything can be done and accomplished with great and astounding results, because in living, it's always a give and take. Each one has to work hard to achieve something, may it be for themselves, others, or for the community in general. First of all, I'm not saying that we should be stoic and emotionless as well. When confronting situations, it is best to rationalize everything and stay calm. Although I'm pretty sure this isn't possible for most of us, but it's still good to try though. The virtue here is the hint of straightforwardness. To attain transparency, we should be straightforward and not beat around the bush. Just give the facts away. This way, we could lessen misunderstandings in the society, the community, rather. Honesty is the best policy, they say. But well, turns out it really is. Integrity is an important ingredient in achieving the common good. Just like Germans, we too should practice this kind of virtue. And not only does this apply to lost belongings, but in everything we do. In daily life, to be exact. We need to be honest with each other if we expect satisfying results. We need to be open with each other if we expect harmony and understanding.
My name is Leia Victoria Sipugoy and I chose Egypt. My costume is made of a white dress, a cloth that is folded into like this, scrapbook stickers, and this is also a cloth and we cut it into like this, and then scrapbook stickers, and this is a jewelry. So this is so easy, and this can be found at home. That's what I have learned with the Egyptian culture. The Egyptians believed that the joy and happiness were legitimate goals in life and regarded home and the family as the major source of delight. And because of this can contribute a lot to the common good, because spreading joy and happiness can make the world a better place, not only for the world, but this can also improve other people's life. Another culture of the Egyptians in the modern times that they have strong family values and they are so faithful to other members of the society. Just like here in the Philippines, through this we can contribute a lot to the common good, not only inside the circle of our family but also for our neighbors or the other people in the world, because they will be influenced by what we do in our family. And in the Egyptian culture, they have the following values: honor, loyalty, communication, education, modesty, and pride. That's what we observed with the values of the Egyptian culture and the Egyptians itself. They really had a big contribution with the common good, because they are helping to make the world a better place to live in. Culture of the Egyptians in the ay patay
which resulted to the headdress. Next, in making the belt, I used a chipboard and a glue gun to stick on the yellow with blue gold trimmings onto the chipboard. The yellow and blue trimmings serves as a decoration to the belt. Making the shoulder collar, I used the same materials but I added some gems or sequins to add more design and color to the outfit. I also asked the The Egyptians invented mathematics, geometry, surveying, metallurgy, astronomy, technology, and the most important one is writing. All of their inventions gave a big contribution to the common good because everyone gained plenty of benefits from it.
The country that I chose for my UN costume is one of the most beautiful places in the world, Japan, a country with beautiful sceneries of the 4 distinctive seasons, the serene waters, the historic structures, and the food that are even pleasing to the eyes. But Japan's beauty does not stop here. Japan has a fascinating and multifaceted culture. On the one hand, it is steeped in the deepest of traditions dating back thousands of years ago. On the other, it is a society in a continual state of rapid flux, with continually shifting fads and fashions, and technological development that constantly pushes back the boundaries of the possible. Now that we know about Japan, let's proceed to the DIY costume. The outfit that I wore is a kimono. A kimono is a traditional Japanese garment and the national dress of Japan. The word kimono literally means clothing, and up until the mid-19th century, it was the form of dress worn by everyone in Japan. In modern day, it is worn only sparingly or during special occasions such as weddings, tea ceremonies, formal traditional events, and funerals. These are the materials that I used to make this DIY kimono. I used a blue robe that I found in my closet to act as the actual kimono. Then, an unused fabric to act as the obi or the kimono belt. I also used a blue cord and blue beads to act as the obijime and the obidomi. Then lastly, for the accessories. I put my hair up in a tight bun using a hair tie and hair clips. Then I used the chopsticks and a flower that I picked from our garden to act as the hair accessories. Harmony, order, and self-development are three of the most important values that underlie Japanese social interaction. These can help contribute to the common good because if we possess these three important values, our society would become a much more better place for all of us. In Japan, some of the core values are thinking of others, doing your best, not giving up, respecting your elders, knowing your role, and working in a group. These concepts are taught explicitly and implicitly from nursery school into the working world.
Hi, my name is Christina Thea C. Desilio, and for today's video, I'm going to show you how I made my own version of a Swiss costume. And later on, I'll be explaining to you why I chose this country and culture. I'll first show you the things I found to make this costume. And finally, this is how I look wearing the costume. So why did I choose Switzerland? Switzerland, officially called the Swiss Confederation, is a small country in Central Europe. It is one of the world's wealthiest countries and has been well known for centuries for its neutrality. Based on my research, Switzerland ranks first in the overall rankings of the best countries in the world. The country's cultural contributions are disproportionate to its small size. Swiss citizens have won more Nobel Prizes and registered more patents per capita than most other nations. And its neutrality during periods of conflict attracted some of the world's greatest minds to immigrate. Switzerland's neutrality has long been honored by its European neighbors. The country didn't take a side in either of the world wars and is not a member of the European Union. As a result, Switzerland, particularly Geneva, is a popular headquarter location for international organizations, such as the International Committee of the Red Cross and the United Nations, though Switzerland did not join the latter until 2002. The country is also a member of the IMF, WTO, and World Bank. How does their culture contribute to the common good? Switzerland has low unemployment, a skilled labor force, and one of the highest gross domestic products per capita in the world. The country's strong economy is powered by low corporate tax rates, a highly developed service sector led by financial services, and a high-tech manufacturing industry. Switzerland is also notable for its secretive banking sector. Reporting rules and legislation have led to more transparency, but secrecy rules persist, and non-residents are allowed to conduct business through offshore entities and various intermediaries. Switzerland, with its cultural life and traditions, attracts more and more tourists every year. If you like combining discoveries with beautiful nature, then Switzerland is the right place to start from. And to be more concise, I do think that Switzerland really is suitable to be one of the best countries. As I've said earlier, it has a good culture. Aside from that, it is a good place for your family, as it has low unemployment and a just law system. And in my opinion, that concludes how Switzerland's culture contributes to the common good. And that is all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!
せーのでもそんなんじゃダメもうそんなんじゃほら心は進化するよもっともっと
Konnichiwa! Hi, my name is Revea Cassandra V. Corsino. I am 14 years of age from grade 9R, representing Japan! Costume kimono is made out from simple garments that I just found at home. First, my gown is made from mallow, which is just wrapped out around my waist to my body. And next, we have a simple scarf that is a bit long but can be rotated. Next, we have a simple garment, long sleeves, which can be used as a jacket. I used it as a kimono upper. And we have an umbrella, a stick, and a flower. And this is my DIY costume. And now, let's talk about their culture.
In the Japanese culture, individuals often perceive themselves to be members of groups rather than autonomous actors. These groups reflect or come to define who its members are, and often implicitly demand a high degree of loyalty. In return, an individual gains a sense of belonging, unity, and protection. Another Japanese culture that I have learned is that the Japanese feel a heightened sense of belonging and loyalty to their family, as interdependence is emphasized in the collectivist society. Individuals are expected to serve their family's interest first before their own, and show preferential treatment to their fellow family members. Another thing is that the Japanese people are very interdependent than independent. From the word interdependent, they are dependent on each other. That's why in Japan, they always form groups and have their own goals on it. They help each other, cooperate to achieve that goal. And all this Japanese culture, this can help in contributing the common good. It can help us achieve the peace, order, happiness, and joy for the whole world, which can help the people, the poor, even those who have struggled to fight on and to live on. And it can give peace to our country and to the whole world.
That's all for today's video. Goodbye and thank you!